So, good evening. Hello. So, hi Jane, I'm sorry. Hi Dawn. So, how are you all? Hi Sarah and Julia. Nice of you all to join me. So, I'm just going to head off and start. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Let me put this away. I'm going to make this card tonight, and I will be using the resist technique with Vaseline. Thank you all. I'm fine. If you got any questions or anything, you can ask me and I will answer it, or any of my teammates who are watching will be answering it. And if not, I will be answering it later. So I hope you will enjoy yourself, and I'm just going to head off. At first I'm going to take a card, and I use the 300 GSM paper. It's a bit heavier. Got to put it like this. Hi Christine, hi Heidi. Oh lovely, the beach. It's terrible weather here now. It's sometimes raining and everything, so let me see. At first I'm going to make the circle. I'm going to use this stencil from Lisa, and let me see, I'm going to use 2 distress inks because I want 2 colors in it. And let me take this. Oh. And first I'm going to use the Twisted Citron. Now I have to do this. Make sure it's a bit centered. Yes, like that. I'm going to put down the magnets, and they are easy. I'm just going to take the ink and bring it on really thick and make it just a bit pop out of the card. And I love the green. You could also use yellow, so it looks like a moon. Yeah, it's really nice, this station. How do you call it? The Make Art Station. Oh yeah. So, just make sure you fill out the whole circle. I'm just going to fade it a bit in with the other color. This one is Cracked Pistachio and the other one is Twisted Citron. So they are bright colors. Also one of my favorites. Hi everyone. So, now this one I will be put here. And now I want to use the part around the circle. And I'm going to use this piece that comes out of the other one. Oh. And I'm going to lay down this lovely new stencil. It's the stars from the new release that was on Create and Craft last week for Lisa. I have to do it like this. I've got to be here. And then I'm going to use Vaseline, the petroleum jelly. Take something out of the jar and put it on a acrylic block. and you take a sponge, and then you take just a bit. I have a lot on here, but you don't have to use so much. And now I'm just going to go over the stencil and make sure I will fill out all the stars. I'm going to take the edge this time because the other card was smaller, but I think it's almost evenly that I laid it on, so that will be, you will be creating a white edge around it, almost white. Your birthday month. Those craft lists, they are always huge, not even if it's not my birthday. I'm glad my hubby doesn't mind. He's so sweet. So just go over it and make sure you take all the stars or any figure from a stencil you will be using. You could also do this with the other stencils, but I wanted to use this one. So that's it. And in a minute I will be getting messy. So, the funny thing is you can clean the stencils also nice with it. So, and let me see if I can show it to you. I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to, yeah, there it is. You can see the stars, and that's the Vaseline. And now I'm going to be using the ink sprays, and I'm not going to spray them, but I will be using a wet cloth. And this is dangerous, but you could also spray something on it. That's also good. I'm spraying a lot on it, and then I'm just going to, oh, that's not good. I need to keep this here, sorry. Oh, like that. Just going to dab it on there, and if it's, yeah, there it goes. Then you see the stars appear on the stencil, from the stencil on the card, like that. And the next color is the blue. I'm just going to spray it on here. And it will mix up a bit. That's what I want. Like that. Just dab it on. And now I'm going to take the yellow, take the other piece of the cloth. And the funny thing is, you could use the cloth also later on for other things. Now I'm spraying it a bit more. You see my fingers are really messy now. I want the other color to come through there, so, and if you don't want it, just take another cloth and make sure you use only one color. So, like that. Let me, yeah, I got it all covered. Just let me put these aside. Now my fingers are really colorful. And this cloth you could also use. Oh my gosh, my paper is gone. I'm going to take one paper and show you. Sorry for the noise. If you take the cloth, you could also go over here and make a background with it. Or take the stencil and use it to create another background. It's just a quick one to show you how. So there's enough ink on it, you could put that aside and use it like that. So now I'm going to take these off and we will see. It has a little bit of edge, but I'm going to work that away for a moment. I'm just going to dry it up for a moment. Bear with me. I think that's enough. Now I'm going to use my soft micro fiber cloth and wipe off the excess of the Vaseline, but that won't be much. Like that. So this is the start. Next to the gesso and alcohol inks. So now I'm going to take my pigment liner. I'm going to take a really small one, 0.1, and I'm going to put it on. Use this circle aperture stencil again and draw around it to accentuate it just a little bit. Then I'm going to write all along. Let me think. Yeah. Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. Have a Merry Christmas time. I'm not the most wonderful writer in the world, but okay. Some of this will disappear when I put on the, well, the Christmas tree. Art journal pages, yeah, it's really useful for everything. Now I'm going to use this stencil. This is also a new stencil, the winter foliage. And I'm going to use these little flowers. I'm just going to trace them with my liner. I don't want them to pop out really, but that's enough. And I'm going to use this one. They are so lovely and they are sturdy, the stencils. They're really thick, good quality and easy to use. Also, when you want to use some other media like paints or anything, they will make a beautiful layer on it. So that's that. Yes, just a little touch. You could also write something here on that line, but I like it in the circle, so I will be using this tree. This is from the A5 of the stamp, the Christmas Elements, from a previous release. And let me see it. And I'm going to use the pine needle, of course, and that's a really easy and quick way. Just cover it with the distress ink like that. And of course I want the tree, the wood, I want to see it. to show it. So that's where I am going to use the walnut stain. Just picking up a bit with my watercolor pencil. And that's enough. And it looks like real wood. Let's take a bit off of here. Just merge in. Yes, like that. That's a really quick way to paint the stamps. And like that. Just going to take the 3D tape. Have fun, Heidi. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, this is a really cool technique, and it's really good to use with these stencils, because I think it pops out really nice, and it smudges a little bit, like here and there, but I don't mind that. It gives just a little bit artsy touch. And let me pop this one over here. So it comes over the writing, but the whole idea is there. And now I'm going to be using one of the festive worded sheets. Let me see. These are also really great with really cool festive wordage elements. Make it a December to remember. And I hope Rudolph eats the naughty list and everything. So this could be used on every card. And they are really, really cool. The black ones and the red. So this could be a red and black card, or red and white, or any other color, and use the red one. But now tonight I'm going to use the Christmas is Coming. Let me put these back in here if I don't lose them. So I don't lose them, let me say that. And I think I will be coloring this one with the Twisted Citron. So just go over it like this. Then it merges in with the card. And I'm not going to do it all the way, just a little bit smudgy. Like that. And there will be more 3D tape. "15 weeks for..." Oh no! 15 weeks? Wow! It goes so fast. And especially now, after we have been in lockdown and every weird thing until now, and the kids are going to school now again, and it's so weird that time has flown by. So that it's almost Christmas is really, really weird. No, I'm just going to put that over here like that. And that is the card. And I'm going to be showing you, you can use this technique also on photo paper, and then you get this effect. You can make it into a card. I got these from the Canon Selfie. I just had them lying around. And it's the same way, but you can use it with alcohol inks. Because that's funny. Let me show you really quick how it works with the alcohol inks and how it looks when you use it with the alcohol inks, you got to use more Vaseline. You got to make it, oh, you get it a real thick layer. I'm just going to show you just a little bit. I showed it also recent on my own Facebook page on a Facebook Live. And it's so cute because with the alcohol inks, it's so funny how it runs everywhere. And when you use it on the paper, you will see the stars appear. But with the alcohol inks, it's also really cool. Now I'm going to remove my plate because I don't want any alcohol inks on there. What did I? Oh yeah, I used the blue. Just going to splatter some over here. And can you see them? The ink just walks around the stars, and this makes a really lovely card or background or anything like this. And then you just let it dry really well, and then you take a soft cloth. I have to let this dry, and we'll show this later. And take some Vaseline off your acrylic block, so you make sure it has some Vaseline on it. And when it's really dry, you can polish the Vaseline that's on there, the stars. You can polish the most of it off, and then you get this effect. I used on this one only the blue and painted some snowed mountains, and then I put on the Christmas elements Christmas tree. So this is really, really cool, and you could use all the stencils. So I think that's funny, and it makes a little small card and a real big card. And you can add anything you want, or some presents from the stamp set, or the reindeer, or you can let Santa ride over here. So, or you can make this as a moon and put it the smaller one up here, and it looks like Santa is riding in front of the moon. But there are so many ideas, so I hope I made you think of some new techniques and use them with the stencils from Lisa Horton. And well, show us if you got anything done with it, because I'm curious. Yeah, I'm really curious. You could also use it just on here and smudge some things, and well, there are so many ideas. I can't tell everything, but I really love this one and wanted to show it to you. And now I'm ready. I hope to see you next time. Well, thank you, Jane. I hope you enjoyed it. And let me think. Tonight is Wednesday, Friday. Dawn will be back with her Facebook Live. I'm really curious what she's going to make. I saw it pop by, but I didn't see yet what she was going to make. But and next week there will be others back, like Claire on Tuesday, and Wednesday Heidi will be back, and so on and so on. So I hope you have a really good evening, and show us your makes with the lovely stencils and stamps. Thank you. Have a lovely night. Bye bye.